You're in a relationship and have been for a long, long time with someone that you care about and who drives you crazy. And so you struggle again and again and again with the question, should I stay or should I go? I want to give you some things to think about that will help you with that incredibly difficult question. We're talking about relationships that are fraught with narcissistic and emotional abuse. And these relationships are incredibly complicated. They're incredibly difficult. And the question, should I stay or should I go? It's not a simple question because you're attached, perhaps, to this man. You've got a history with this man. You've got a mortgage. You've got children. It's complicated. It can be very, very complicated. And I want to make sure that we are taking all of that into consideration. Nonetheless, you find yourself in a place to try to determine with some clarity, should I stay or should I go? I'm Dr. David Hawkins, Director of the Marriage Recovery Center and the Emotional Abuse Institute, and I will wade into these very thorny issues and try to address this question with you. All right, should I stay or should I go? Well, as a treatment professional, one of the first questions I'm trying to ascertain is how deeply entrenched are these narcissistic traits? How deeply entrenched? And another way to say that question is how amenable for change or amenable to change is this individual? So many people who reach out to us at the Marriage Recovery Center and the Emotional Abuse Institute, they've been in this relationship for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 years. And they've made efforts to change, but I'm getting ahead of myself. How deeply entrenched are these narcissistic traits? And again, since you're watching this video, you've likely done your homework. You are familiar with, are these traits, do they comprise narcissism? Second question, does this individual show any level of attachment to you, as immature as it may be? And by the way, you know my thinking about that. I think narcissism is largely self-centeredness and pervasive emotional immaturity. But regardless, does this individual show any level of attachment to you? Do they care about the relationship? Oh, I know there are many signs that he doesn't care or she doesn't care. They don't care. But not so fast, not so fast. Sometimes when we rock the boat, we find out that someone really does care in a very immature and selfish way. Question number 3, do they show any level of remorse or guilt for their actions? And right alongside that question is, will they take any responsibility for the harm that they have perpetrated? Now, by the way, these first 3 questions, you already are getting a bit of a slant here. In other words, if these narcissistic traits are deeply entrenched, that's more concerning. If they don't show any level of attachment or connection, deeply concerning. If they show no ability to experience remorse, contrition, godly sorrow, that again is a concerning factor. Fourth question, and this is so very, very important. Has any significant effort been made to intervene with this individual? Because if no intervention, and I know this is, some of you won't like that question. Wait a minute, why should I have to intervene? Well, because if you keep doing life day in and day out and do it the same way with this individual, or work with this individual, or conduct family matters with this individual the same way on an ongoing basis, then there's no need for this individual to change. And so, do we have to rock the boat? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have to rock the boat. And I understand that it's scary to rock the boat. But if you simply go along with things, or if you make complaints again and again and again, but you don't follow through with significant consequences, then you're enabling dysfunctional behavior. You didn't create it, you didn't cause it. Let's be really clear about that. But you may be enabling it. All right, now we're going to go on to another couple of questions. If there has been an intervention, what has been the impact of that intervention? And how significant has that intervention been? When I talk to women who are in narcissistic and emotionally abusive relationships, women have often begun to attempt an intervention, but more stringent interventions need to take place. I want to tell you a quick story. I asked a group of men who are in our core treatment program. I asked them, and they were well into the treatment program, and I said, what was it that brought about that turning point where you said, my goodness, I really have to change? Without exception, they said it was when she either left me, or I was really certain she was going to leave me. All right, that's worth thinking about. Next question: if there has been an intervention, then did it lead to treatment? And if it led to treatment, did he enter into treatment? Was he, you've seen other videos perhaps that I've done, has he been intensely involved in treatment? Has he been very involved? Has he been invested in the treatment process? And by the way, those are all measurable things. You can tell, we can tell if a man is coming to his groups consistently, if he's involved in his groups consistently, if he's showing an investment in his groups and his treatment consistently. Because if he does all of those things, we will begin to see change. Again, to recap these two videos, you're going to want to get some professional help to assess how deeply entrenched are these character traits. Are these narcissistic traits, or tragically, does he have NPD? Is this a full-blown disorder? And if he has narcissistic traits, does he have guilt? Does he experience guilt? Does he show some motivation, some attachment to you, and some motivation to change? And then if he shows motivation to change, is he involved in issue-specific counseling? I've done videos on that too. It won't do to just go to a generalist for therapy. This isn't generalized treatment. This is very, very specific treatment on characterological patterns of profound immaturity, profound selfishness, profound arrogance. All right. If we can be of any further help to you to help clarify where things are at in your relationship, we are happy to do so. I would put one more plug in. Go to our website, www.marriagerecoverycenter.com, and the Emotional Abuse Institute.org, and you will see a test there, the Narcissism and Emotional Abuse Inventory. Fill that out, complete it, no charge, and that will also help you gain insight about whether you should stay or whether you should go. All right. I hope this has been helpful. All right. Take care. And as always, God bless.